All right, welcome back to another episode of Watching Shoes. The shoe is the LeBron 13 with the pull tab, luxurious leather. Actually, that is a 15, LeBron 15 right there, X5. Beautiful pull tabs, basically a sock knit posit with, oh, is this fly knit? I'm not sure, but I'm not sure if they were calling it knit posit back in at this time. But that's got the Zoom airbags. Just a real comfortable sock of a shoe. The watch is Invicta Subaquanoma 3. It's got the wooden face and the bronze case. Heavy watch. It's not in my favorites. 21 box favorites that you can scroll down and check out, but it is a favorite. Definitely a watch that I saw and had to have. I'm going to go over a pair of pants. This is going to be a polo run through. This is just about the last of my polo. I think I got like 2 t-shirts and a polo sweater made out of silk, which I thought was pretty nice, but it's pretty basic. Just a blue knit silk sweater button up. All right, so the pants. I think these are very, very well made pants. One tell sign that you have a very well made pair of pants is this way of joining the back area. Have no clue why they put this on these pants, but I loved it when I saw it. The detail is immaculate with this. The detail on this button is crazy. Like, you went through so much to put Ralph Lauren polo and all of this, and I think there's even a star on there. Just a lot for a button. If I'm not mistaken, this is that horn material. You can see it's a lot of detail in there, which is either a lot of effort to make it look like a horn, or it's a horn that was shaved down into a button, which is pretty classy move. They went really far in trying to convince you that this came from the military. Not sure why, but I'll take it. Trouser Mountain, Ralph Lauren surplus division. I didn't get this from a surplus store. They claim it was October 24th, 1967. I bought these a couple days ago, or maybe a week or two ago. Definitely not from the 60s. But it's pretty funny. You got a little Ralph Lauren right there on the inside. Very well made pair of pants. Only thing I don't like is the button. It's like sticking your hand in someone's mouth when you put your hand in there because of these teeth. I mean the zipper on this pocket. Well made pockets. Huge deep pockets with the bucket. The way they stitched it, it's like expandable. Really cool. And you got 2 pockets in this one. A pocket within a pocket. So that actually threw me off. I lost something in that pair of pants because I didn't know it was 2 pockets. I do appreciate the reinforced stitching. Just a really well made pair of pants. Lastly, on these pants, they reinforced the seam, the hem at the bottom. So if it does hit the ground, it's protected. Very nice detail. Very nice touch. Polo. Gotta respect it. I often say I don't consider polo like really high fashion. Well, you can't really say that and know all of what polo is doing, because some of the stuff they make, like those pair of pants, they look basic, so you can overlook polo in that fashion, but it's just not basic. They really went hard in that creation of those pants. Lastly, on those pants, before I take them off, this is a double fabric here, reinforced ass basically. So where that's usually the first area to go, that's 2 fabrics. There's 1, there's 2. This is 1 fabric, there's 2 here. Nice thick padded fabric, excessive reinforcement. So it's like military grade. Really nice pair of pants. This jacket I've already shown you. Well, first let me run through this real quick. I have a pair of Bally shoes that have the same pattern on the top, even with the cowhide hair. Exact same setup on my Bally's, so I had to grab that. I didn't have a belt to match the Bally's. Got the little details. Always details with this polo. I think my last time I got the crave for polo was like 8-some years ago. I haven't been back since, and then got caught watching these polo videos, and that advertisement works. So I've had my antenna up for polo, and thankful that I did. They are definitely. Looks like I snagged that. This is gonna be basically like an ascot. That's what I'm gonna wear it as. With the belt and the shoes. Nice shirt. Nice jacket over the shirt. The jacket. I've already gone over this jacket before. So I did make some additions to the jacket. I got some nice metal buttons that I put on there. I took off the green plastic, put these on here. I actually put this on too. It's just a closing system for the front. Just so happened to have it laying by, and just so happened to fit into this jacket. So I said, wow, perfect fit. Go ahead and rock it. Also here, down at the bottom, I put these really detailed buttons in here. There's a unicorn and a lion, both on their hind legs, front feet up in the air, and front paws up in the air, hooves. Just a really nice button that I saw on eBay on another shirt. I snatched the shirt. Didn't like the shirt at all, but I did like the buttons on the shirt, and I liked the patch. I got the patch on another garment, and I trashed the shirt. I wasn't really feeling the shirt at all. Alright, so this is what watching Dave Money will do. I had absolutely no rugbies in my collection of clothing, not just polo, clothing altogether. But some of his interviews really highlighted the hole in my game. So I saw some really quality rugbies and put in some work to try to go find them. Found this. I believe he was interviewing a guy in this one, Dave Money, on YouTube, and he had a serious collection, as do all the people he interviewed. But this shirt, I didn't actually notice until I went back looking through some of his videos to see if anybody had this, that the guy was wearing this in the interview. But so I'm pretty sure he put that seed in my head. So when I saw that online, I was like, I like this. Extreme detail and quality. Look at the thickness of that, and I mean really rugged material. I took out the white ones. They have white pool laces, whatever, for that. I took those out and put leather in, leather on that side. Didn't do much else. I really appreciate the pockets on a sweatshirt / button up. More pockets. Really appreciated that. I like those buttons you can see on the watch, the bronze. So really cool buttons. Just a really stylish garment. I took out these white laces and put black leather in on the bottom. Let's see. Anything else? Hoodie. Yeah, just a real cool garment. This one I just saw in a outlet, I think Polo outlet, or Polo outlet, and just had to have it. And then I saw daggone Shannon Sharp with it, which is what I mean. Polo has been pushing polo in every little crevice, and they just keeping it on your head. But it is what it is. I saw it, and I really did like this thing when I saw it. They said it was ladies. I said, I'm not sure if I understood how a ladies hoodie could be a ladies hoodie, but especially a black one. But no worries. If you get it in my size, I'll buy it. They didn't have it. Went to a few other stores. No sir, no sir, no sir. Oh, we just sold the last one off the mannequin. And then finally I was in St. Louis, was it? No, it's further south than St. Louis. But I'm driving for a living, so in and out of these places. And finally one left on the mannequin. He ran to snatch it off the mannequin and then found out, nope, we got one more in the store. And it fits. It's my size, so extra large / XXX for polo. Just real cool bear. You've got the slippers, the red socks, even got the little tuxedo line in the pants, and the cardigan button up with the buttons. Looks like they got the same buttons I got off that shirt. Martini glass with an olive inside, the little, bow tie. They really went hard. Rose, pocket square, just a really cool setup. In the same place, I got the hat to match. He's got a tuxedo on, but still martini glass, pocket square, the whole nine, slippers and or dress shoes. Really cool, and they got the little fake fur on the top. So yeah, I had to go ahead and snatch that up. This is 100% wool, and this one is a bunch of other stuff. All right. Then this shirt actually matches the green jacket that I went through. This is basically the same back on the green jacket. I put this here, so I'm quick for taking tags and moving them to where I want them. Ralph Lauren quality for everybody. That's what I wanted that to say. Love not war. I'm with all of those things. RL Peace Goods and the peace symbol and the big Crizzy, I think that people are calling it. I'm getting old apparently, but yeah, basically the big emblem on the back. Front's nothing to brag about. Another emblem on the front. Love not war. Basic everything else. No fake stains in the shirt. I got a compliment on this the first time I wore it in a gas station. The lady was like really feeling that polo, so that's pretty fun. All right, now this is a one I didn't see anybody with. So typically this is my style. I like to do things that no one else has, but yeah, I was pretty shook when I saw the one behind this one on Dave Money's website, and this orange one. I give credit to Dave Money on that one. I actually didn't know about the orange one. It wasn't until I went back looking through that I said, oh crap, I did watch this video and this dude was rocking that orange one. So shout out to him, because that's a nice one. Real nice one. Check out Dave Money YouTube if you get the chance. Got a real nice interviews for people who collect polo on there. Real cool setup. So this one is just a red one. I like the double stitching on the elbows. All of those polos that I went through had double stitching. All of the rugbies. Well, just the one rugby, the orange one. So I like that. I like reinforcement. It's like just a sign of quality to me. This one I snatched off that shirt I was talking about that had the really nice buttons. Snatched it off and put it on this one. This is a really powerful symbol. So this stuff is around long before Caucasians arrived in Europe, and pretty sure he doesn't know what this means, but I do. So I took that and put it on this shirt. Really powerful symbol, African symbol, and ancient symbol. So very shocked when I saw this on a polo garment, but it's caused me to look twice at these polo garments. They seem to be using some symbols from Africa. I don't know how much history the viewing audience knows, but Europe is like 8 miles at the most from Africa. You wouldn't know that in your civics classes because they try to keep Africa and Europe distant in your brain when they're basically the same place, one and the same. But you can do a little bit of history on Moors. They don't seem to be afraid to talk about the Moors of Africa. But Africans have always been in Africa. You can look up what is this called? The Iceman. And they just, Cheddar Man, I think they call it. Cheddar Man. They're just starting to admit that the history of Europe is African. So we've gone through slavery and a whole bunch of racism, and they've not been able to admit that the Caucasus Mountain Asian comes from the Caucasus Mountains, and Europe was occupied by Africans before that. So there's a couple really good books that are outside of the gambit of growing up on the colony and slavery and all of that and racism. And they have no problem talking about when the European got to Europe. It's not a mystery, it's not a secret. But some of these symbols are from that time, and that's one of them. So yeah, I was shocked to see that. It's actually semi-insulting to the Caucasus Mountain, the Asian or the Caucasian American or the European or the Caucasian or whatever you want to call them. White folks, some people call them. But yeah, shocked to see that on Ralph Lauren. And clearly he has no clue what that means. Fine. Really powerful symbol. But, so we got another Rugby, something I hadn't seen in the Rugby before. Zip up and button up. They've got it distressed look on the buttons to make this look aged. This one isn't an aged one. This is a new Rugby for Ralph Lauren. And then the Dundada. I told Dave Money when I saw this, gotta have it. Nacho Loren was wearing it. And I was like, man, I gotta get that. Got to get this. And Dave Money said, hey, brother, that's a real tough one to get. I said, I'm a pretty lucky dude. So we'll see if I can get my hands on it. Sure enough, you're looking at it. Suede, filling, elbow patch, aged, blue hand and a blue collar, green going around there. Really cool Kenyan game, Big 5 game animal on the front. Really cool buttons, also aged, distressed. They don't even match. I'm not sure if this is someone put that button on, possibly because it's a really old garment, or it came like that. No telling. But this button and this button are not the same buttons. This one is metal. This one is like the horn material. You got the metal for the holes there. Breathability. Pretty cool. The other two had just cotton holes. Kenya. I went to Kenya. I refused to come back to the U.S. when I went to Kenya. I was there for a 30-day vacation and ended up staying 6 months before I ran out of money. But I absolutely was not planning on coming back ever. That's how nice Kenya is, especially if you like snorkeling. Doesn't get much better than Africa when it comes to the ocean. Clarity underwater, livelihood, coral, live coral, fish, snakes, everything in the water. Huge things you just never seen anywhere else in the world. Yeah, very hard leaving Kenya. Very, very kind people, and don't even seem to know how kind they are. Very, very kind. Makes you not want to leave. I saw a lot of people from Europe, really, that refused to go home. Married a local Kenyan woman and refused to go home. I saw a lot of news articles written about these folks, and I really understood why once I got there. Just a very, very loving, close to God type of people. Not irregardless of religion. They're just close to God. So, really, really cool place. So, this one really, really had a really deep meaning for me when I saw it. Was like, absolutely got to get this one. So, there you have it. That is my Polo collection ending. I snatched this out and put my own. This was probably white ropes. They seem to like to use the white ropes. But I took those out and used these blue ones. The blue matches, once it washes, I guess it'll start to match. Same blue, but it's just new and that's old. And then the tips match the bronze or brass that they're using here on the tips. So, neat little touch. Yeah, I like to make things my own. I don't like to have, typically I don't like to have things other people have. I know because I saw someone wearing this, that someone else has it. And the orange one I saw someone wearing. Other stuff I've never seen anybody wear. The green one is very popular, but I've never seen anybody wear it. But yeah, that's it. Have you ever seen anybody wear this? I was in a shopping mall in, where's Dallas? And the guy saw me with this on and went berserk. This is actually Converse, I believe. Yeah, Converse. and they did some kind of a collaboration with a rapper that I have never heard of. I guess I'm getting old, but just a well-made hoodie with pockets. I did say I like pockets. There goes the pockets there, both sides. Then I got a huge phone that I can just drop in right there. But it's knitted. It's way warmer than it looks. It looks light, but that very, very warm garment. All right, that's it for the garments. Hope y'all appreciate the video. Thanks for all the likes. Thanks for all the subscriptions. I'm out.